Hello, I'm Dr. Tai Mo, and this video is for you if you desire to improve your family's health without drugs or surgery. By watching this brief video, you'll discover the 3 most important things to check when choosing your next healthcare provider. Now, I know there's a lot of options when it comes to your family's health, so I want to give you some clarity amongst the confusion. First, however, I'm going to share a rather embarrassing story with you. This is a story of a young patient of mine who was 11 years old when she came to see me. And although she was very young, her life was affected in a very big way. Because at 11 years old, she still wet the bed. This was very stressful for herself and her parents. Unless she took a certain medication, she would always have a wet night. She never wanted to spend the night at friends' houses because she was so worried. When I asked what her goal for care was, she said, "I don't want to be embarrassed at sleepovers anymore." Her head was hung low and her self-esteem was down. The good news, however, was that she came to my office. After we performed our evaluation and found out we could help, I gave her first adjustment. Her and her mom had come from 3.5 hours away, so they drove home after their adjustment, and I called the next day to follow up and see how things had gone. There was great news. Mom said that she had a dry night without taking her medication. She woke up in the morning and Mom said her daughter was jumping up and down, waving her hands in the air. In fact, after her first adjustment, she went 7 nights in a row staying dry, all without her medication. And here's the good news. This little girl is really no different than your son or daughter. It's simply that her parents were fed up with the approach they were taking and decided to look for a different holistic option. They were looking for something that was safe, effective, and drug-free. Now, this is the approach that I've used in my practice since I graduated in 2007 for myself, my family, and of course my patients. And it's for you if you've been spending a lot of time, money, or energy and still not getting the results you want. Or maybe you simply don't know what the next step is that you should take, and you don't see an option that fits the values around healthcare for your family. So what can you do about it? Well, let's go into the 3 tips I have for you today when choosing your next healthcare provider. The first I have to warn you to do is avoid how most people measure their health. Most people believe that feeling good is the best way to know you're healthy. And while feeling good can be important, there are many times when basing our health on how we feel can quickly fail us. I'll give you a personal example here. When I was in chiropractic school, my mom went to the doctor for a routine checkup. She went in feeling perfectly fine, no complaints. However, the doctors found something worrisome, and after a few more special tests, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Now, being away at school and not knowing how to help was a scary time for myself and my family, and of course my mom. Now, cancer is a very common situation where people can feel fine but not be healthy. So here's what I recommend you do instead. Rather than judging your health by how you feel, start to judge your health by how your body's actually functioning. Because whether it be common things like cancer or heart disease, or maybe your child suffers with ADHD or allergies, regardless, any health concern, the common factor they all have is something in the body is not functioning the way it's supposed to. So basing health on function rather than symptoms is the first critical step in restoring you or your child's health. Now, the second thing to look for that can actually help empower you around your family's health has to do with where you believe health comes from. Think of it this way. You have 2 choices when it comes to your health. One, you can believe that health is outside your control and that there's nothing you can do about it. Or the second option, you can believe that health is under your control and what you do matters. At Whole Family Chiropractic, we believe the second option because we believe your body is meant to be healthy. We believe if you restore normal function, your body can heal itself and your health can be restored. Now, understanding health is under your control is one of the secret weapons to achieving your health goals faster because it means you can actually take control of your family's health. So if you're looking for a holistic doctor, the second thing to look for is someone who believes that health is under your control and what you do matters. So now then, what is the third step? How can you actually start to take control of your family's health? Well, the third step to look for is ask them what they do when there is a problem. Do they cover up symptoms or do they actually get to the root of it? Think of it this way. If you were driving your car and your check engine light came on, you'd likely bring it to the mechanic. And if your mechanic said, "Don't worry, I can help, just give me a moment," And he goes to the back room and he brings out a roll of duct tape and tapes over your flashing check engine light. What would you think? Would you be very happy with his solution? Of course not, because you know that whatever is causing the problem is still there. And by just covering it up, not only is it still going to be a problem, but it's only going to get worse with time. So why is it any different with our bodies? Why do we so easily accept a cover-up instead of a real solution? Well, my opinion is that I believe it's because of the second point that I made, that we believe health is outside our control and that we have to just live with it. However, when you believe that your body can actually get healthier, you open up whole new possibilities. And this is the approach that we use at Whole Family Chiropractic because it allows you to experience restored health without drugs or surgery. When there is a problem, we look to restore function rather than just covering up symptoms. And when you get to the cause of the problem, you can leave behind the frustrations you've no doubt experienced in the past. Because not only are you going to get to the cause of the problem, but you're actually going to start to get some peace of mind knowing that you're actually solving the problem. And all this happens because now you know the formula. Number one, judge your health by how you function, not just how you feel. Number two, understand that health is under your control. There is something you can do about it. And number three, when there is a problem, look to restore function rather than just covering up symptoms. This is a proven approach for health success that can work for you, even if you believe you've tried so many things for your family. Now, before you give us a call, to save your time and honestly to save my time, let me be upfront and tell you what we do is not a quick fix or another patch to what's going on. If you're just after another quick fix, then we recommend another approach. However, if you do want to work with someone who takes a proactive and holistic approach to healthcare, then we do have a superior solution for you. You can check out our 5-star reviews on Google where one mom said, "This is one of my best experiences ever in healthcare." Another mom said, "My kids never asked to go see other chiropractors, but I can tell the gentle neurological adjustments make them feel so good. Going to Whole Family Chiropractic is a highlight of their week." That's one of our kids in that picture. And another mom said, "Last winter, my kids, my husband, and I all benefited from clearly stronger immune systems. For the first time in years, none of us missed any school or work." And that's her 3 boys in that picture. You can tell that they're at an age with school where there's a lot of germs going around, so it could have been easy for them to get sick. Now, the next steps for you are one of the following. If you want to find out more about how we measure and improve function, click on the Approach tab and you can learn more about our gentle neurological chiropractic care. Or if you're interested to see how we can actually measure function and measure when it is improving, you can click on the Tests and Results tab. This is how we know we're not just covering up symptoms. Or you can give us a call today. Sometimes it's easiest just to get your questions answered by a live person. You can find out more or you can schedule your first appointment. Call us at 651-789-0033. Regardless of what you do, remember that for your family to end up in a new place, you have to take a different action than you've taken in the past. Giving us a call to see if we can help is one small action that can return huge rewards down the road. We look forward to hearing from you soon.